Hello, seniors, and welcome to Unit 2, Session 2. We are now entering the second week of our Critical Theory unit, the unit where I will be introducing you to different ways, different lenses that you can explore and look at gender. So last week we talked about reader response theory, which in all honesty I think is my favorite lens. Because it allows you to sort of bring in your own unique perspective. But in our study of literature, it's important to be familiar with the different tools that literary scholars use to analyze literature. So the next two units are going to get into some social and political lenses that many theorists use. And in order to be well-versed in literary theory, you need to be familiar with these different lenses. So this week we're going to talk about gender and feminist theory a bit and how scholars apply that when analyzing and looking at a text. And I just wanted to put out there for you that the lenses that we share during the next couple weeks aren't necessarily lenses that you have to use or lenses that you have to look through. But it's always important to have a good understanding of how different scholars approach texts. So, to this week, as we're going through gender and feminist theory, you've got 4 different assignments. All assignments are due on Tuesday the 24th. However, please follow the schedule. You can do day 1 and day 2 in the same day. You can submit work early, but when you finish a particular schedule, a particular item on the calendar, please go ahead and submit that work, and don't feel like you have to slam everything on Tuesday. In fact, I prefer that you follow the schedule and space out your assignments. It kind of helps your brain absorb things a bit better. So on our first day, you're going to review some notes and take some notes on gender and feminist theory just so you understand that particular lens. You're going to submit that. On the second day, you're going to discuss with the class what you think. I'll pop in to that discussion as well. So remember, when someone responds to you, or if I respond to you, keep the conversation going. You need to respond to at least 3 students, and responding to me also counts. So go back and look and see what responses that you have. Then, on the third day this week, I'd like you to read a short story called A Jury of Her Peers, which is an interesting story that fits really well when looking at it through a feminist or a gender lens. And then look over this study guide. There will be a quiz on this at the end of the week. Next, you're going to finish that, and there's a double entry journal assignment here. And what that means is you're going to read the text and take notes and have reactions and responses as you read. And remember, you're going to kind of put on the gender critic hat this week. Okay, it's not a hat you have to keep on, but I want you to put that hat on and use it to analyze this particular story. And then on our final day, I'd like you to review the study guide again and then take this 2.24 quiz. So let me show you a couple more details from our unit. Here in this, on our Wednesday, you will see this intro to gender theory. And when you scroll down here, this is where all the different notes are. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 different documents here. I want you to skim each source, okay, and take notes on the most important ideas that you find. So skim through them, and I want to see a good engagement with them. You don't have to take a ton of notes on this one. Like, for instance, you might get more into this bottom link here. That's totally fine. But make sure that you've got a minimum, okay, that's minimum of a half page. Minimum, remember, is kind of like adequate. You're doing fine if you get a minimum. But grade-wise, minimum is kind of like a C. Okay, so if you are really shooting to keep your grade at that perfect 100% score, which some of you are really close to, then your notes are probably going to be a little bit longer than that, all right? So don't just do the minimum possible to get by. Then on Thursday is when you'll see more with gender theory, and you're going to find the PDF here You'll also see the PDF on Friday's material. Let's look really quickly at the double entry journal. Okay. There is a template that is linked here that, actually, I have, like, as you can tell, I have a gazillion million Google accounts. So I'm not signed into them right now. So anyway, there's a template that's linked here. All you got to do is make a copy of it. Please make sure you share it with my Jeffco Google, which is sgram@jeffcoschools.us. Okay, make sure that you're sharing that with me on that one. That way I can comment and respond much better. Okay, so as you're reading through, please go ahead and find quotes from the text and then interpret those quotes using your gender theory lens. So that's the name of the game for this week. Finally, you're going to, on Tuesday, we got a quiz. And make sure you have reviewed all those study guides for me. You can't resubmit it. Okay, so go to here is where you're going to find the more info on jury over peers and the study questions. And after you feel ready, go ahead and take that quiz, and then you're done with Unit 2, Session 2. So I want to make a quick discussion, a quick announcement about late work. I have quite a few of you who are still working in Unit 1. Okay, that unit will be locked. At least the work will be locked on Tuesday the 17th. What that means is after Tuesday the 17th, in order to submit late work, you need to be caught up with the current unit we're working on. Okay, so you have to be caught up with Unit 2 before I will re-release any material from Unit 1 for you to submit. I will take late work, but you must be caught up in the current unit. I don't want anyone slipping further and further behind. Okay, so get yourself caught up, get working in Unit 2. As soon as that happens, you need to email me to my sgram@jeffcoschools email, or you can text me. Okay, those are the two best ways to get a quick response from me, is if you text or use my Jeffco Schools email. Okay, so as soon as I hear from you, I will give you special access to those units. But again, you must be caught up in the current unit that we're working on. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Have a fabulous week. I hope you enjoy the reading that we're doing, and I will talk to you soon.